What's good, guys? I'm FT Trades, and this is my new channel that I've just opened. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through different trades that I take, and I'm also going to be going through all the different things to do with trading. Now, I might not have the best of experience myself, but I can say, for one thing, I'm winning trades. And my win percentage right now is probably 770 to 20. 730, sorry. 70-30. That's sort of my win percentage at the minute. This month, in June, haven't really taken that many trades. That's because this month the market hasn't really been acting in the way that, well, it was last month. Last month it was pretty volatile, but this month it's kind of been choppy. It's been really, there's been a lot of consolidation. We've had huge pumps and then huge rebalances, all of that. So, yeah. This is going to be the first video that I post, and we're just gonna get straight into it. So, first thing I'm going to talk about is what is trading. So, trading is looking at a stock market, and you're pretty much betting and using calculated guesses on where you guys will think the market will go. So, if you're trying to calculate a guess, you need different confluences. Now, confluences is basically different things to tell you and give you more of a probability of where a market's going to go. So, you have a whole bunch of different confluences, but we're not going to go through them right now. The market moves in two ways, and that moves up and it moves down. Those are the two ways it moves. You're basically setting a bet on how far you think market will go and what direction it will go. So you could place a trade on, depending on what confluences you have, but you could place a trade for the bearish side, which means market is going down. So those are the two that we're going to speak about today. It's bearish and bullish. Those two are going to be key things to remember how market's moving. So one thing that we're going to do is we're going to say that bullish is up and bearish is down. So if we think of it like this, as a tree goes up, and you want to remind that as bullish. So if a tree is up, it's going bullish. But the roots of a tree, they go down into the ground. So you want to remind that as bearish. That's the best way that I can put it. Now, trading is not a game. Some people think it is, and it's not. Trading is compiled with a bunch of different things that you need to learn, and you have to have patience, dedication, and all these different things to be able to stick with it and become profitable. I know it's definitely going to be difficult. It was difficult for me. It was difficult that from people that I know that do it still. It's not a game. So, one thing I'm going to say is don't treat it like it's a game. Because if you do that, you won't become profitable. You won't become successful. 95% of the world's population doesn't do this, doesn't do trading, or has not become profitable. Now, whilst it may seem like a crazy percentage, it is. It is a very crazy percentage to think that almost 100% of our population has not tried trading or has not become profitable within it. It's definitely something to think about. It's 5% of the population, which is around like 500,000, maybe 250, I don't even know. But that's a very small amount of people, considering we have around like 9 billion people in the world, so it's a very small amount of people. So don't treat trading like it's a game, because you will lose. You will lose horribly. You need to have patience and dedication. Those are the two things that are the best. If you have patience, you'll be set. You're good. But the hard thing about trading is sticking to it. I've struggled with sticking to it. I know people that have struggled to stick with it. It's difficult. It is, because you got to be constantly looking at the charts. You got to be constantly looking at price action, and in my opinion, you got to constantly be backtesting. As difficult as it sounds, it's if you are actually fully dedicated to it, it's not difficult. I can promise you guys that right now. One thing I'll say is that trading is a whole different language. It's something that has so many confluences in it, and so many different words that you won't understand yet. But at one point you will get there. All it does is takes time. If you can dedicate yourself to it, and you don't have a lot going on, or you know there's not too much going on in your life, and you have time for trading, I would say do it. At least give it a shot, because you never know what way it's going to go. God may open another door for you guys and say, I want you to take this path, and I want you to follow that. Whatever it may be, go for it. It's always worth giving something a shot rather than not doing it all. That's what I can say. Now, we're going to get into the charts into the next video. But we're just doing a psychology video today. Now, what is psychology, you may ask? Well, psychology is the mental of how you think. So, psychology for trading is like you've got to be focused. You've got to be dedicated. You've got to be focused, and you've got to be patient. If you're not dedicated to do this, stop. Stop before you get too far in. Because once you're too deep, you can either quit and lose what you've done, or you can continue learning and keep pushing with it. But that's on what you do. The mental to have with trading is to kind of shy yourself away. Now I know that you guys have friends, I know you got family, and I'm not saying cut them off. I'm saying give yourself some time, because trading, as I said, it's not a game. It's gonna take a lot of time and a lot of effort. I remember I heard from someone that it took someone 3 years to even take one trade and become profitable out of it. Now sure, they opened a demo account, they won a couple trades from that and whatnot, but I'm speaking an actual funded account or a live account or whatever you guys open. It took that person 3 years to become fully profitable, or win their first proper trade. Now, whilst it is difficult, everyone can do it. And I know some people in the comments will be like, no, I can't do it, it's too hard. It's not too hard. You just don't want to put the effort in. And I'm saying that to you. You don't want to put the effort in. If you put the effort in, there's a gold box at the end of the rainbow. That's all I'm going to say. Because it's true. When you put the effort in, you can see how much it's paid off. It's like going to the gym, like you're not gonna see progress straight away, but if you keep working over time and you keep doing stuff right, then eventually you're gonna see progression in yourself. And it's the exact same with trading. Is if you keep going with it, you keep back testing, you keep looking at the charts, and you actually find a model that you want to get down, you will progress. Trading is a difficult thing to do. It's a whole different language. Now, I know I've got experience in it. I know so many other people that are better at me than it. But I'm doing this to help you guys out. Trading's not a game. Remember that. You're betting calculated guesses on where you guys think the market would go. So let's think, right? So let's say the market's going up, for instance. We're in an uptrend, as you would call it. If market's going up, I want to see a different amount of confluences to say to me, okay, market has a possibility of reversing here. So that's where patience and probability comes in. First, let's talk about patience. So if I see a few confluences that tell me, okay, market might reverse, market might come back down, I'm going to wait. I want to wait until I see that move away, and I want to see if I see it move back up and then back down again. That way, I know for a fact that market, okay, it's going to come down again. That's where probability comes in. Is how many confluences do I have to know that this trade is gonna work? So you got to look at the different confluences. You got to have patience, and you got to stack those probabilities against each other. All those different confluences will come together as one, and it will give you a certain probability, whatever it is, on where market will go. Now, if we're going down and we're going bearish, I want to see another few confluences, or maybe two, maybe three. I want to see a couple of confluences to say that, okay, market might reverse here, we might rebalance maybe. So I'm thinking, okay, I've got a couple confluences here. I kind of want to see a move up and then a move away. So what do I mean by a move away, you may ask? A move away is basically, let's say we're coming down, market's coming down, I want to see a move away. Now, what does a move away mean exactly? So a move away is basically, I want to see a move up, a move back down, and another move up. That's a move away. If I see three, or I see two move away, then I know, okay, market has a probability of probably 50% of reversing up. So we could rebalance, we could come back up, and then we could come back down to go into a downtrend again. Now, depending on whatever it is, you got to stack confluences together, you got to be patient, and then stack the probabilities of those confluences together to know if your trade is going to work out. Now, whatever it is, it can be, obviously you guys won't know this now, but it could be a liquidity sweep, an inverse fair value gap, and an order block, for instance. Those three, they could have a stack probability of around 75%, and your trade could work out from it, whatever it is. But let's just say your trade doesn't work out. What do? Well, let's not push ourselves down on it. Let's analyze what's happened, and then we'll go from there. So if I see my trade hasn't worked out and my probability is a little bit wrong, and I got my stop loss hit instead of my take profit, what am I going to do? I mean, I'm going to analyze what's happened, right? Instead of just, oh, that's annoying, I'm going to click off the charts, I'm not doing it. I'll do it another day. We don't want to do that, because what's that? That's not dedication. That's you failing. That's not dedication. Dedication is where you want to consistently do something and you want to get better at it, right? So why would you click off the charts if your trade went wrong? Why not sit there for an hour or an hour or two and analyze what's happened? You want to sit there and you want to be like, okay, why has this trade not worked out for me? Was the market too bearish, and was my probabilities wrong? Did I stack my confluences wrong? What did I do wrong? Did I not check the higher time frames? You gotta think. That's not like clicking off the charts as soon as you lose a trade. It's not dedication. You need to analyze a loss and a win, no matter what. If you win, you analyze it and be like, okay, I won this trade. Let me take a look and see what worked out. If you lose a trade, okay, let me see. Okay, I lost this trade. Okay, I can see that this fair value gap just got pushed past. They didn't want to respect it. Okay, analyze what's gone wrong and analyze what's gone right. No matter if it's a win or a loss, you analyze both. Now, if we just think of it as maybe, let's say we put a trade for a bearish market, right? So I want to put my short position in. I want to short. I want to sell here. Now I'd be like, okay, but what can I put on this trade? What can I sell here? What confluences can I stack against this? What gives me a high probability of hitting my take profit here? Well, you want to look for around 2 to 3 different confluences, and you want to look for where the market wants to go. Now, while that may be hard, your confluences stack probability on where market will go. So you remember, you're taking calculated guesses, and you're also taking calculated guesses, and you're also like guessing where market's going to go in the direction. So remember, market moves 2 ways. It moves up and it moves down. Remember, the root of a tree goes down, so that's bearish. The actual tree goes up, and that's bullish. Now, that's going to be it for today. But I'm going to keep posting. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This is Psychology episode number 1. Episode 2 will be coming out tomorrow at the same time. So 5 PM for me. Not sure what time for you guys, but 5 PM for me. The next video is going to come out. Love you guys. I hope you enjoyed. The next time I see you guys, we're going to be on the charts, and we're going to be analyzing a couple different things in the market, such as where market goes and how market moves, and a couple different things in the market. But apart from that, I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment down below if you like this video, and also hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.